afternoon, church. It's good to be with you again. Today we have all three of our pastors here. We just wanted to talk with you, share with you. And so each one is going to share something about what's going on in the church and in their lives. So I'm going to start with Benson first.
Thanks, John. It's good to be with everybody on this video. I have some good news, which is to let you know that our house churches are continuing to meet virtually over Zoom. And not only are we excited that they are continuing to meet, but we are just praising God because all of our house churches are continuing to grow in the midst of this season. I just want to let everybody at our main campus know that if you're ever interested in being part of a house church or just coming by once virtually to check it out, you are more than welcome to do so. You can just reach out to me or our church office and we will get you plugged in. My church email is bensonm@gumchurch.com. I also want to invite you to be part of our weekly prayer service, which is Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, and there is a link for that in our weekly email. It's a short 30-minute service, and we'd love to have you join us.
Sean.
Thanks, John. What I want to talk about this afternoon is how excited we are about the ways that folks are diving deeper into their faith in the midst of this time of self-isolation, physical distancing. We all know that church, friends, is much more than Sunday morning or Wednesday night. It's also about going deeper in your faith with one another, holding each other accountable, and diving into the scriptures each and every day during the week. We are excited. We've had a couple of small groups that have been going on since this started. We've added several more small groups, and we're looking to add even more. Folks are continuing to respond positively and wanting to find a time to have that connection with their brothers and sisters in Christ. If you haven't yet done that, please reach out to any member of the staff. You can send an email to info@gumchurch.com. On the Sunday morning connection cards, just check. I'd be interested in small groups, and some of our staff will be in touch with you shortly to plug you into the small group that might be best for you in your faith development. Also want to remind you there's plenty of ways to stay connected to the information coming out of the church. Not only do we do these weekly videos on Wednesdays, but also the announcements on Sunday morning, our weekly email that goes out on Friday afternoons. If you don't yet receive that, or somehow you stopped receiving that by accident, just contact the church office, or you can go to our website on the Connect page, gumchurch.com/connect. And you can sign up for it again with the link there. All the great ways to stay in touch. Also let you know we are so excited about our final blood drive, special blood drive. It's going on this afternoon at the church, hoping to crest the 200 units of blood mark donated in the last month here at Gainesville Church. We are so thankful for all of you who've donated, and also be on the lookout for our next blood drive, our regularly scheduled one, on the 4th Saturday in May. John?
Thanks, Sean. One of the things that I'd like to mention about those small groups is that as they continue to grow, we're going to be looking for more and more leaders to head up those small groups. What we're doing right now, it makes it very easy to be a leader. Whoever preaches on Sunday comes up with 3 questions, and those are the topics for the small group. And really what you need to do is just keep the conversation going, keep everyone involved, get to know their names. It's a great way to stay connected, either to be a leader or to be a part of a small group. And I will walk you through what we do. Sean and I each do one of these, and I'll walk you through how we do it. It's really not that difficult to do, and we'd love to have you think about doing that, being a leader of a small group. One last thing I'd like to mention to you, and that is that I want to thank all of you for your generosity, your continued generosity in your giving to the church. I'd also like to let you know that our missions budget is almost fully funded, as well as the pastor's discretionary fund. We have ample money there for both of those things. Where we are looking for additional funds is for maintaining the building, our presence, and our staff. So if you in your continued generosity would mark it for the general operating fund, it would be a big help to your church. Again, stay safe, stay connected. Stay connected with loved ones around the world, around the country. Stay connected with your church. We are here for you. If you want to call from one of your pastors, if you have something you want to ask one of the pastors, our email addresses are very simple. They're our first name plus our last initial at gumchurch.com. You can also call the church office at 703-754-4511. And if you do, and you don't get someone because we have shorter hours in the office, if you don't get someone, just leave a detailed message. We would be glad to get back with you. We still are here for you and want to thank you. Let's have a word of prayer. Gracious God, in the midst of these challenging days, I thank you for this church. I thank you for those who are meeting online in various ways and in various places. I thank you for this incredible staff that is doing all that they can to be the hands and feet of Christ in the midst of this pandemic. Even though we have to practice social distancing, we can't come together as a congregation, all the things that we know as the normal. I thank you for their willingness to jump out and do different things, new things, so that we can still be the church. I praise you, O God, for all that you're doing. Pray in Christ's name.